This portion of the news brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
Nurses with the Public Hospitals Authority are participating in a 3-day leadership summit aimed at refocusing the way forward for the industry.
International Council of Nurses representative Dr. Stephanie Ferguson says the summit will allow nurses to strategize and examine future possibilities as they think about the changes that must take place and how they can make a difference in the country. She says the profession is facing challenges with shortages globally and there is a need for more specialized nurses.
We've been talking about everything related to the Nursing Practice Act, the fact that possibly it's time after 30 years to review that and to make sure that there are parameters from a legislative perspective that gives the nurse the ability to practice at the highest level of their education. We commend the Bahamas because the Bahamas entry level for nursing education is the baccalaureate degree. But we also commend them because they're looking forward to think about the advanced practice degrees in nursing. And so we want to make sure that nurses who get those degrees, who are nurse practitioners, clinical nurse specialists, they can practice and be able to get the positions and the remuneration and the salaries they need in order to deliver that care at a high level of excellence that's evidence-based.
Meantime, the association president says nurses would benefit from the summit as they develop their skills.
This 3 days of activities will improve our leadership abilities as nurse leaders and our program within the country, and we wish to take our leadership program to Grand Bahama at the end of the year.
Coming up in Family Island News, a new community center on one island is improving the quality of life there.
And in sports, a high-level basketball clinic on the horizon for coaches. You're watching The Bahamas Tonight.
This portion of the news was brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
This is your Royal Fidelity Business News. I'm Jimenita Swain. The Bahamas Financial Services Board is set to host Speaker John Sampson, who will address the, quote, profound impact, end quote, of the European Union's new directives on alternative investment fund management. He will explore some of the next steps that must be taken by those affected. Sampson is an executive director for Ernst & Young's advisory practice in New York and will be a featured speaker at the multi-agency seminar on the Alternative Investment Fund Managers Directive on February 3rd. In other business news, Sandy Port Beaches Resort has won the RCI Gold Crown Resort Award, the highest of the 3 RCI designations largely determined by vacationers' comments. In making the announcement, Tourism Minister Obi Wolshcombe said everybody's efforts count every day in tourism, and this honor speaks to that. He called it a major accomplishment and a big achievement. And in international business news, Yahoo CEO Marissa Mayer insists the long stumbling internet company has finally regained its stride despite revenue challenges. The Associated Press is reporting that the latest evidence of the challenges facing Mayer emerged yesterday with the release of Yahoo's fourth quarter results. While the CEO hailed the product improvements that have helped attract more traffic to Yahoo services, investors have focused on the drop in revenue that's underscored the difficulty that the company is having competing for online advertisers with Google, Facebook, and other rivals. That was your Royal Fidelity Business News. I'm Jimenita Swain.